Hello and welcome to another Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James and today we are playing Chasm, a game that I know little bits and pieces about. Essentially it is a procedurally developed MetroidVania game and it's come to me fairly well regarded by others that I trust within this game's business. So I felt it my need to then check it out. So that is exactly what we're going to do. I'll just drop the old nickname in here. We'll dive into things. Seed, huh? Ah, okay. So, procedurally developed, but at the end of the day, if you wish to explore the same world that everyone else, that particular friends are, then like a friend code that you'd experience on a PlayStation platform, take that code, give it to the friend, punch it in, and you will experience the exact same events that they do. Play the game in normal, start adventure. Alright, let's see what we've got in store. Just to be clear, they're also my initials. So I'm slacking off up the top here. Fall asleep watching the Knights right off on their mission, probably. The Bryce recruit this outpost has seen in some time. That's saying a great deal. Fully fledged Guildian Knight, and I'll still be here running errands for the Commander. Which reminds me, he sent me to find you. Commander Silksons. I like that little bit of motion blur that we can kind of see in the jump. That looks... it's not overdone. It looks cool. Alright, so we can already see the signs of a Metroidvania kicking in. What is this? It's a save point. Oh, okay, easy as that. And what's this? Kneel in the light of the watches and your deeds will be recorded in the time of the light. Oh, so it's just explaining what I just did. Alright, cool. Oh. I mean, let's be honest, if this is meant to be a watchtower, it is a horribly designed one. But, let's see what this guy's got to say. Views, sure, great. I'll give him that. It does look nice. Yeah, I mean, who would work in this place? It's randomly, procedurally developed. You don't even know what you're going to get each day. You're going to have to climb around and jump around from platform to platform. That seems a bit ridiculous. Where's the incentive to work here? Alright, let's see what's this way. Stable? Oh, okay, cool. Found the right place. Go right in, commander's waiting. I wonder if I had some sort of a map or anything that would have guided me. There we are. Still, I don't think there was anything that specifically directed me to this spot. I just stumbled upon it. Alright, let's keep going. Here's the commander. Here's a mission. Small mining town about 3 days journey to the west called Carthos. The font makes it hard. No, it was definitely Carthas. Miners were attacked by the wild beast while working deep inside the mines. Last time this happened, it was only an injured wolf that found its way down there. They refused to go back to work until it's taken care of. Fair enough. Sucks. We depend on Carthas for supplies and raw materials. As you know, I sent it's a mission which has left me a bit short-handed. Need to go to Carthas and do whatever it takes to get those mines up and running again. Alright, pretty self-explanatory. And this is my opportunity to prove myself. Yes. Head to the armory, get properly equipped. Right, now I guess I'm going to be stumbling around in the dark again to find the armory. Unless the map... Nope. Alright. Alright, let's hope that the armory is down here to the left, because otherwise I'm going to continue wandering aimlessly. What's this got to say? Oh man, we're getting a real swath of text here. Right. Mission to secure the land. Establish Guildia, kingdom without a king. This council was created to ensure that power would never again be concentrated in the hands of one person. The council's first act was to formally create the Knights of Guildia, led by none other than Shafali himself. Okay, cool. Let's check this thing over here. Bit more of a history lesson. Court gambling, 10 days of extra duties. Alright. Cool. And this guy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that little bit of motion blur that we've got going there with his jumping. I think that looks quite cool. But of course, being procedurally developed, I'm sure... Oh, who knows where that... where this armory is. Though this looks like it could fit the bill. Take a sword off the rack. Cool. Right, so I'll make sure to equip it. Sweet. And we can see that I've got 2 different key pieces of armor, a couple accessories, potentially 2-handed weapons, maybe as a result, but certainly something mapped to our square and circle button. I am, of course, playing on PlayStation today. Alright. Cool. Oh, that's very short, sharp stab sort of attack. I don't mind that. Certainly in those first few minutes, I kind of found myself flicking between the D-pad and the left analog stick, and I've found, just in this first few minutes anyway, that the D-pad seems to be my preference in terms of movement here, but that may change once we get into the swing of things. Alright, let's go. Long trip. I need something to use. Oh, I won't stab a horse. A pub? Oh, and I can enter it. Oh man, we're getting significant chunks of text here. Which is good. Like, story heavy, I don't mind, but... maybe my final chance to prove myself. Sincerely, G.P. Myers, Dean of Anthropology. Oh, and there's a bunch of other entries there that we don't have or can't read. Can I get through that? Nothing else in here. Oh, alright. That's mapped to the triangle button, that quick little back step there, so I could... I don't mind that. But I also don't know how to enter these doors to my left and right. Are they locked, or... Oh. Let me try every little button here. No? No, okay, they must be locked or something like that anyway. Employees only. An old dude. So Felix Farron and Drake Stryker. Thievery and piracy. Alright. I'm sure they'll rear their heads soon enough and I'll probably have to take them out or something like that. And a fairly sizable list of missing persons. Began blasting in search of a new vein of ore. Some sort of beast emerged. Miners fled to the surface. Restore Carthus. Here we go, there's my entrance to the mines. Cool. I assume there's nothing really I can do prior to kind of level up, so we'll just get into it. Oof. Alright, so we got little orc goblin things. So I'm finding that the jumping is really quite smooth, whether I'm using the D-pad or although I switched over to the stick just to try and make a point, then I immediately stuffed up. So maybe the stick's not as great. We'll see. Actually, let's check that spot to the left. Now, again, at its core, this game is a Metroidvania, so there's probably, at different points, despite being procedurally developed, there's probably going to be plenty of opportunities for me to backtrack and revisit certain areas with new skills that I acquire later on. And I'm starting to fill in some of these entries now. Cool. Oh, hang on. What's all that? Oh, a bit of currency. Alright, cool. I'm covering quite a bit of ground and not really... So what does it mean when I unlock the troll? Does that mean like details in a bestiary or something? Or yeah, what's happening when I'm unlocking these things? Bestiary, there we go. So it's got the glowworm, it's got the troll, and it just gives me a bit of info about them. Alright, that makes sense then. Leveled up, cool. Save point. Oh. Okay, so those trolls don't actually actively go after you, it's just if you get in their path. Which I stupidly did. I can't climb or jump across there yet. Oh, hang on, here we go. Rescued my first person. Runs the magic shop. Iron ingot, okay. Do I have a certain amount of inventory space? No, it looks like I can carry as much as I like. Oh. Well, let's kind of continue on this path so far. We'll just... Oh. You really got to time these jumps perfectly because they are long. Oh, wait, okay, so... Take him out again. Drop down here. Might try and push this cart. Cool. That'll give me the step I need. Up I go. We'll kind of continue on. There's another glowworm. We'll kill that. Oh no, get out. Alright, new enemy. Two new enemies. I didn't even notice the bat. Oh. That crouch looks like it's going to be important. The height of those jumps is a bit awkward. Okay, we can have critical hits, which is always good. That was also a new enemy type, I'm fairly certain. It wasn't just the normal troll. Oh. He's still not actively pursuing me, he's just strolling along and I stupidly got in his way. Oh, no, 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 get out. Oh, what am I doing? I can't say that I noticed before when I leveled up, but I'm hopeful that when I do next level up, that it restores my health to full. It does. Phew, because I got myself into a bit of a tight spot there. Through a few stupid decisions. What's that? Oh, that's just the... Right, it's pretty cool, like, I'm covering a lot of terrain and I don't feel like I'm doing a great deal yet. Like, I've found that woman that runs the magic shop and she's returned to town, which is going to prove to be useful later on, I'm sure. Oh. But in terms of the dungeon itself, like, I'm going a long way in one direction. Though it does look like that red bit there. I wonder if that's not... it's saying set marker, but I don't exactly know where it's setting a marker. Alright, anyway, we'll keep moving along. Quick, we'll get him before he turns around. Alright, here we go, we've got a bit of a climb ahead of us. Oh, get out. Just stupid. The only thing that's got me concerned at this early stage is the fact that I'm kind of travelling a lot and not seeing very much. Oh, hang on, here we go. Here's something a bit different. Oh, okay. Oh, getting in my own way at different points here. Okay, let's reset and regain a bit of composure. Oh. Oh. I got it. Oh, I was about to say, I've got to start responding to his cues a bit better. Like, it was very clear that punch on the ground, what it meant, and versus his club, but I... Oh, here we go, here's another guy. Basden. Was that the guy who wrote the notes? He was. Lower levels of the mines. Okay, so there's further we can go, that's for sure. But as we make our way back, we might wrap things up there. That was the first two people that I've now rescued in Chasm. It's a drill troll, so it was a very specific, different breed. The first two people there that we've rescued in Chasm, a procedurally developed MetroidVania that is quite cool, at least at first. Whether that it continues to have legs, I don't know. Whether... Oh, hang on. Now this, if I recall, was right near the entrance to the mine. Okay, so I'm back out in the street. Alright, then we're definitely going to wrap things up here. That was the first two people that we've now rescued from in Chasm. The town is beginning to come back together again, and I will continue to venture back down into the mine and see what else there is to find. It is procedurally developed, everyone's experience will be different. I do enjoy the fact that you've got the code there, so you can share that code with other friends and play the game the same way as someone else if you wish. But even then, your adventure within that space could still be very, very different depending on the paths you choose, depending on who you want to save, what weapons you want to go with. It still seems like there's plenty of variety there. How deep this mine goes, and whether it's just this mine or whether I go elsewhere, whether it's maybe not all mines, maybe there's different sorts of dungeons that I go through, I don't know yet. Obviously, we are very early days, but I'm quite impressed by what I saw here. So that is Chasm. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. All those buttons are down below here. And hit that notification bell, that way you're alerted to every new video as it goes live. That includes Patched, the Video Games Club, the Late Game Review, the Insider, my new show Gamer School, and a whole lot more. There's some awesome content there, so please consider checking it out. For written content, please visit the website player2.net.au where you'll find reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, the Player 2 Writer's Draft, and heaps more, all content contributed by some of the best talent in Australia, so please make sure to go and check it out. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, and consider throwing in a few dollars. At the early tiers, you'll get early access to episodes, such as Gamer School, which our Player 2 patrons at the moment are currently enjoying the first episode in its entirety, whilst everyone else is getting the different lesson segments. So you get in early, you get to see the entire thing as it was designed. At the high tiers, you get monthly exclusives, and at the top tier, you can join us in the monthly Player 2 podcast. So please consider checking it out. There's some awesome tiers there, and we hope that something interests you. For rolling updates, you can find me at PaulJamesP2 on Twitter. The website you'll find at Player2AU on Twitter. And until next time, like I said, that was Chasm. There's some cool things going on with it. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly am. Cheers.